The fight against cancer has found an unlikely ally: spiders, and their incredibly strong silk. So, cancer isn't just one disease, but is instead a large number of diseases characterized by abnormal cells that divide uncontrollably, in the process infiltrating and destroying normal cells. These abnormal cells are your body's own cells that have had their DNA mutated. Current methods of treatment, such as radiation therapy or chemotherapy, are moderately effective, but come with some severe side effects as they destroy healthy cells and cancer cells alike. A vaccine against cancer would truly be a medical miracle, saving countless lives, but developing one has proven a lot more difficult than other types of vaccines. Vaccines work by training your body's immune system to more effectively recognize and fight off invading pathogens. This is achieved by introducing a harmless, inactive form of the virus or bacteria, so your immune system has some exposure to the pathogen and knows what to look for in the future. We already have cancer vaccines, but they don't work. Vaccinating against cancer is a lot more complicated than vaccinating against a virus or bacteria, because whereas the latter are foreign invaders, cancer cells are not. Cancer cells are mutated versions of your body's own cells, so your immune system is less able to recognize them as a threat. Your body has multiple weapons it can utilize to fight against disease, but the most effective weapon against cancer cells are the T cells. T cells are the heavy hitters of your body's immune system, but they don't just rock up to any fight, and therein lies the issue. To create a vaccine that will train these T cells to fight cancer, you need to get some cancer proteins to where T cells congregate. But those cancer proteins are not durable enough to make the trip intact. By the time they make their way to where they need to go, they've been severely degraded, so they don't provoke an intense enough immune response. What is needed is a way to help these cancer proteins survive the trip, so that they can be recognized by the T cells. This is where our 8-legged friends come in. Spider silk is incredibly strong, with 5 times the tensile strength of steel. The silk that spiders produce is comprised of exceedingly tough proteins, and scientists have worked out ways of replicating this in a lab. German researchers developed a method for encasing cancer proteins within microcapsules of synthetic spider silk, giving them a resilient shell. This allows them to travel through the body unhindered, reaching their targets intact. Lab tests in mice show significant T-cell immune response, which is a good indicator of a successful vaccine. This method of increasing the resilience of the cancer proteins could potentially be exploited in other ways as well. Many current vaccines for all manner of diseases are rather fragile and temperature dependent, and whilst refrigeration is readily available in the West, keeping vaccines cool in some of the more impoverished parts of the world is a significant challenge. If these existing vaccines made use of the spider silk microcapsules, the refrigeration issue could be a thing of the past, greatly facilitating efforts to eradicate certain diseases worldwide. Now, this all sounds promising so far, but it doesn't mean a cancer vaccine is just around the corner. Different cancers behave very differently. Cancer is a moving target, mutating as it progresses, and spreading, so you would probably need personalized vaccines, which increase the complexity. Whilst the mice-based lab tests have shown promise, that is still a long way from successful tests in human subjects. As for expanding the application of spider silk microcapsules, there are challenges there too. Cancer cell proteins are rather small, whereas the material needed to make other vaccines are, by comparison, large. In conclusion, we'd better not hold our breath for a cancer vaccine just yet. Although this new research path shows a lot of potential, there are still plenty of obstacles to overcome before these innovations are of practical usage in our war against cancer. If you liked the video, perhaps consider subscribing.